Hello, and this is a video of Gratuitous Space Battles, as the title here suggests. So, it's a very good game. I'm going to be on the Lagoon Nebula, because I've completed the ones before. The idea of this game is to blow up spaceships, and I don't know what that is. And as you win, you get honor, and you can unlock new stuff. So I don't have much because I've spent it all. The things without squares is things you've bought. So I've bought quite a lot of stuff. I've been playing a while. There are several expansion packs. I've got some of them. So I'm going to show you basically how it works. So I'm on the normal difficulty for this battle. Hard gives you more enemy ships, but up here, pilots and cost, you don't get any more. You don't see how much you get. An expert is even more, but you don't know what your enemy's got, so you can't panic against it. So I'm going to be on normal. So on this level, I have 60 pilots and 25,000 cost. And these two things, they're spatial anomalies. So it means all of ships have half shields, and fighters are unusable. They're a good type of ship, so I'm a little disappointed about that. I'm playing as the Alliance, so I won't bother with fighters. They're small. I'll show you what sort of things they've got. They don't have much, so really you need a small gun, an engine, and energy. I'll be showing you the sort of things you need. Basically, they're all made up the same sort of way, and so they're quite similar. It's just the amount of stuff you get and what they're used for. So I want to look. These things are special, so I want to look at these. This is how much basic stuff the hull has. You add the weapons and the things. I'm just deciding one with high armor and foreign integrity. I've got 12 and 8. I've got 10 and 11. I'll go for this one. I'll build one of each. So this is a cruiser. They're the big ones with lots of health and big guns. I'm not actually going to use. So don't worry about that. What I'm doing, I'm going to drag some things on. The beam lasers, they're a basic cruiser weapon. They're horrible against shields, and that's okay because there aren't really any shields here. Well, there will be, but they're not going to have many shields. And each race you have has special stuff. So the Alliance lightning beam, only the Alliance can have that. So I'm also going to put an EMP cannon because they're very good. And I like cruiser armor 3. Up here it shows cost, maximum speed, weight. The more weight you have, the slower your speed. So you need to remember that. Power produced and cruise implied, and then what you're using. So I'm using quite a lot. I'm not going to bother with shields. Instead, I'm going to have an auto repair. Shields will slowly recharge, but they're not that good here, so I'm using auto repair instead. So these are my weapons. I put these in. Then defenses. That's defense. I'm going to put the EMP shield in. I won't bother with any shields. These are these things. The basic shield generators. These two, they're not that good, but fast recharge, self-explanatory. Multi-phasic is very hard. It's very powerful, and reflective shields, not as many things will do damage. So I'll put on a cruiser engine too. I don't really need that much. Where you place these, only the weapons it actually matters because they've got their ranges, but everything else it doesn't matter. So now I'm going to fulfill the power consume needs and the food needs. You want to do it as closely as possible, so you don't waste any cash or weight. Because you want to. The idea, you get more honor from doing it with as little stuff as possible. So this only has 160 crew, but that's not quite enough. So I'm going to have to do this one, but it's more than 100 over. So that fits quite nicely. So now I'm going to save this ship. There's some others I was doing earlier. Um, it's helpful to have a name so that you'll know what it is. So I'll save that. I'm also going to make a frigate. They're very useful when you use them right, in the way that they're meant to be used. They're not powerful and they die very quickly, but they can do plenty of damage if you keep them safe. So, because they probably will still have some shields, and beams are useless at that. I've only really got beams. I'm going to be putting missile launchers on these, and then also some EMP missile launchers. They're like missiles, but when they hit, I'm just reading here, yeah, it will EMP them, and EMP is good. So I won't bother with defense systems. I'll put some armor on here, as in these things, because, oh yeah, also, the hexagon shapes, you can only place them on hexagon shaped things. If I put it on the square, it won't let me, but then the square shaped things, you can put on hexagon shapes, so you might choose not to fill up all of your hexagons with weapons and defense things, and put some other stuff there instead. You might want instead. So now I need to like meet the needs. Actually, I don't need any more power because the ship's basic power is enough for this. Because missiles don't use much power, so I could fill these in with something. I'll fill it in with armor because that doesn't use all power. Shields use both, so I won't do that. So you could just leave it empty and to keep the cost down, but I won't bother. So you can see from the names that I'm using roughly the same tactics as having a beam cruiser and a missile frigate, because it's not too hard to get down to destroy shields, and when you do, it's very good. So I think I'll need several of these because there's quite a lot of them. So I'll use. I think this might be enough. So actually, I'm going to delete these. I'm going to delete these, and I'm going to talk about orders. So this one, whether it to attack fighters. Well, I don't need any, so I'll delete that. Attack frigate. I want that to be 100% priority. And when it says move to attack at this range, then that's this smaller circle, the white one. So dragging this up makes that bigger. Swinging it down makes it smaller. So this, so when a frigate comes inside here, it will start moving forwards to attack it. So as you can see, these other circles that aren't changed, they're the ranges of each weapon. So this smallest one is the lightning beam because that's got the smallest range, and then through the beam laser, that's the largest one because that's got the biggest range. So you can sort of do it literally. So I'll have this about here. So if it sees a frigate, because I want to use the beams on the frigate because their shields aren't very good and can normally be destroyed with beams. And once you get rid of them, it's a lot easier. So the frigates come inside this circle. If this cruiser will move towards that frigate rather than moving towards some other cruiser but still attacking it. So it doesn't mean it will attack it, it just moves towards it, so that then the lightning beam, it will be in range of that. So attack cruisers, I only want this to be 50% because beams are better at attacking frigates. And I'll shrink this down a bit as well, about here. You can click on these to make it exactly that, so 770 there, so I like that. And then also, I'll show you the add order on this one, with all sorts of things. So some of these, like cooperative, it's just there, there's no setting for it, but something like formation, which I'm going to leave in. So I'm going to leave formation in. It then gives me this line, and when I move over another ship it lights up. I click on it, the line turns white. So what that means, with the formation, if I look at this information, it will try and stay in roughly the same position. So if this ship moved over here, this one would try and be behind it. And I can only deploy behind this red line. So I'm also going to change this. It's not good at fighters. Normally if there were fighters, I would make a ship that's good for fighters, or just add fighters. You can tell them to sort of go hover around another ship. And with fighters you can change how many ships are in it, so that will change pilots. Because each ship has one pilot and cost is based on the ship design. So, and each fighter, you normally have a lot of them. Each fighter has one pilot. So this one, it won't be as good at frigates because they're faster moving, and the faster something is, the harder to hit it, especially with missiles. I want to increase the range quite a lot. So there. I like that. Slightly larger, so it will start moving in. Actually, no, slightly smaller, so it will then get into the EMP range. And you see that these missiles have massive ranges compared to the beams on this one, so this will start attacking straight away. This will have to move into positions. When you start a battle, you'll see lots of missiles flying, and then later on you get beams and stuff. So this priority should be attacking cruisers. I've turned this up to 100%. I'll put this slightly higher, so there. So I think that's okay. And then, if you right click and save orders, when I place a new ship of that type, it will have those orders. So, as you talk, some orders, no, I haven't saved this ship's orders yet. So some orders it won't keep, like that needs another ship. So you see that the formation isn't here. I have to add this individually for each one, because they need a ship. I think there is a way to copy ships, but I don't know. But I don't know what it is. So then you've made your fleet. I'm trying to do it with as few ships as possible, because then you get the most honour. That's how much you'll get if you win. But you'll only get it if you get more than what the honour you get last time. So you click fight, it will give you information about the ship and a little tip. So this is a ship in the expansion pack, so don't worry about that. Then it goes into this. This is the battle screen, one of the most beautiful indie games I think, and then you see the missiles are firing already, and now this frigate's in range, and it's being attacked. So you see my 3 ships, I can move around, so to look at them. So these guys do have shields, so I'll turn the speed up to 4 times. I like to watch it slower, but it will make a really long video, and that will be slightly boring. So up here it says 98%, so this is like how much of my health I started with I've still got left. So, and this is the enemies. The green is the one that's winning, and red is the one that's losing. So you just saw that blow up. So that's not so good. I probably won't win. And then that's about to die. And one neat feature there, so I died. So if I click on view statistics, it will take me to this: the most effective ship design, the least effective, most effective weapon, and least effective weapon. So from this, I can then make it so it's only the missile brigade, so what they did. So this is shield damage reflected. This is damage done to shields, potential damage of missed shots, so that's what I missed. And then this is the damage received to them, so hull, damage, missed, so, and done to armour. So you can see quite a lot of missed on the frigate, but if I change it to cruisers, not much is missed. So if I now go to deployment, it takes me back here, so I can edit this and try again. So either you can change your ship design to be more effective, or you can change your fleet design. So I think I need some more ships. I did try that, but barely any. So I'll add some more. I'll tell them to get information, because I don't want these frigates, because they're faster than the cruisers. If I don't tell them to get information, they'll just whiz out here and get killed, which I don't want. So I've done this. I've got some more ships. You'll notice that honour has gone down, so it's still very high. I would be surprised if I won, but you can then turn speed up, so I'll do that. So it's very satisfying to watch. So you'll see that these cruisers, the beams are attacking the frigates, but then the missiles are going after the cruisers, so it's looking slightly more effective. They're getting EMP'd. Most of their frigates have been destroyed. I've lost one ship so far, that's a frigate, so this ship's about to die because it's got no frigates to destroy the shield, so. And down here, I'm doing quite well, so for some reason it's not attacking these ones, which I wanted to, but when the battle starts, you can't control it. You tell your ships how to behave in the battle, but after that, there's nothing you can do. I'm going to slow it down back to normal speed, which is quite slow to watch this ship get destroyed. So, it's an earlier mission. I could quite easily win it if I wanted to, but that's boring. There are some missions that are harder to win. There are other races with different specialities, and he's about to die. I'll zoom in, I'll watch him explode. There, so also if you click quit, it goes straight back here, so I'm just going to keep adding more ships, which is probably not the way to do it. I probably want to reconsider my tactics. I'm going to add a bit more armour to my frigates as well. Actually, I don't think I can. Yes, because not quite. Actually, I can just get all of it. There. If you click on the ship, you can see down here it's things, and really all of this stuff I do. It would be harder to beat them. I could add shields, but it's more effective not to on this level. So now, because the cost is quite high, honour is based on how much cost you use, so that's getting quite low now. But that's okay, I'm not too bothered about that. I'm also going to design a new ship, another cruiser, this one that I want, and this one is going to be one in the back. It's going to be designed to do damage rather than stay alive. These heavy plasma launchers, they're good on shield, they're very versatile, they're good on pretty much anything, but the downside is that they do miss a lot, so I will have some shields and a bit of armor. Actually, I might have a shield. So, when you do a mission, you'll probably want to make mostly new ships rather than use your existing ones, because then there'll be ships specialised for this mission. Oh no, that's just slightly too small, that's not. I'll add the auto repair, that'll be useful. Because auto repair will repair your ship when it gets damaged, so that's useful for. Oh, that's 3 crew too short. That's annoying. So, yeah, because I'm annoyed with that. Oh well, what is that? Okay, because they miss a lot, I'm going to add this. So, I'll have to add another power generator. Now, what else should I add? I'll add an EMP shield, just in case it's attacked. So, the Alliance support shield, because it's not going to do that well on its own. It's not designed to. It's designed, and it does cost a lot. So, I can't add any more.